I see you, Ham. Go my walk, there it is. One time, there it is.
139 was.
Go ahead, Mr. Hampton.
Test at 159, Khalil.
Good morning, my faithful, loyal YouTube subscribers. Today it is Monday, November the 4th. The year is 2019. This is the last month of November in this decade. It has this decade has come to an end. As you all know, over the past few months, I've been preparing for my first bodybuilding competition in the category of physique. And I actually got 5th place, which was a shock to me, trust me. I was like, what? They give me something? I think they were just, I think, well, you know, there were I think there were about 20 competitors in that particular category, and I got 5th place, so I was kind of shocked. Trust me, I was, because there was some amazing bodies. There was some stiff competition in that show. My best friend and buddy Fingers, he won 2 top prizes in the 2nd place, but in the category we were in, a Masters over 40, he took 1st. So next year I'll be in Masters over 50, so that'd be a different category. So we'll see how that goes. But I came in 5th. I'm very proud with the results. It was a lot of hard work and dedication. Trust me, because the last few weeks I gave up on the vodka and cranberries, and here's the funny part. The show was Saturday. I haven't had a vodka and cranberry yet. Because I wasn't feeling too well the past few days since the show, and I said I'm not ready to put any alcohol liquor in my system. I was just trying to get my body back to normal, so I just been taking it slow, veggies, tea, I'm like using the toilet, and spending quality time in the bathroom. Because let me tell you, woo! This shit has been something else. But I'm glad I did it. I'm very, here's the funny part. I did reach my goal of 220 pounds before the show. The day after the show, I dropped to 210. I said, wow, because I guess we really didn't eat nothing the day of the show. And the next day when I woke up, my weight had dropped down to 210 pounds. This is the skinniest I've been in decades, so shit, who knows. But anyway, I got down to 210 the day after the show. But during the actual day of the show, I was right around 220. So it was a lot of, getting ready for a bodybuilding show is a lot of work, a lot of prep, a lot of dieting, a lot of cardio, because you got to get that body fat off. But here's the thing. I think I'm going to try my best to stay, like one of my buddies said, he said, well, you should stay competition ready year round. There's no sense you gaining all that weight back and bad weight, and it's the best you look. Just continue to do what you're doing, which is monitor my diet. And my diet was really, I eat healthy, but I'll run through Burger King and grab a Whopper in a heartbeat. And so he's like, you need to do more meal prep your meals, have them with you, so you're not tempted to run into Burger King and grab up 2 of them Whoppers for $6 before heading to the gym. Some damn good Whoppers too. So anyway, I'm going to post some pictures and videos of me in the competition. I'm waiting to get the stuff we paid for pictures and videos from the official photographer. I got some stuff that some people took from me, and I'm happy with my results. Look, when they gave me that 5th place, I was like, I'll take it. I was like, yes! I can't believe it. I'm like, what happened? Is this a mistake? Are y'all sure about this? But I was very, very, very happy to take 5th, because there was some stiff competition out there, and my posing wasn't the best. I have a lot of work to do, and I'm going to continue down there. And here's the fun. I had a blast. I had so much fun. Just being around other competitors, all the men and the women in the show, I had a blast. I really did have fun. So for me, the prep was kind of complicated, but now I know how to do my prep pre-show my way. And I like doing things my way, because everybody's body is different. And I find doing things my way, especially at the end, I start making some changes. I said, I can't do this. I had to do things the way I wanted to do. And so by me doing some things that way. My prep became easier near the end because I was just doing things that were best for me. Now, I want to do this video about a friend of mine who's another YouTuber. He committed suicide last week. His YouTube thing is called Tai Couture, and he's named Ty Williams, but his real name is Tyree Williams. You can find him on Instagram or YouTube. I was just looking at one of his videos. I'm going to put the link to his YouTube videos where he talked about a previous suicide attempt because he suffered from depression and anxiety. And he committed suicide last week. This is heartbreaking, for me to know this person. Over the years, I've had so many friends and acquaintances to commit suicide. Sometimes we think black men don't commit suicide. I have friends, gay and straight, black men who have committed suicide, all as adults. And I was wondering what happened. It's always a shock. And we know, unfortunately, a lot of black men rarely go to doctor's appointments. I had to stay on top of Earl to make him go to doctor's appointments. They don't go to mental health professional treatment knowing they have issues. They don't check their high blood pressure. They don't do this. It's just something about black men in healthcare. It ain't working for us. And if you are involved in healthcare, like people say, why are you always at the doctor's office? You're always at the doctor's office. I got high blood pressure, but who am I supposed to monitor? I'm not a doctor. I have to go to the doctor so they can tell me everything's going okay. So we can be criticized for going to seek mental health treatment from professionals. I never forget when I was in my early 20s, going through some issues with just being a young black gay man, dealing with that Jehovah's Witness religion, my mother and family and friends. I was really shocked at how my gay friends, as I was beginning, I didn't realize how tough the gay men can be on each other, and it just caused a lot of problems with me mentally. And I had to go see a psychiatrist. Now, I remember my mother complaining about this, like, you don't need a psychiatrist. Why are you at a psychiatrist? She has since changed her philosophy on that because she needs a psychiatrist herself. But back then, she really criticized me. Sorry, my laptop, this program froze again. Sorry. But anyway, what I was saying was my mother criticized me for going to see a mental health care professional psychiatrist to discuss my problems, to get past these. It was the best thing I ever could have did in my entire damn life. Let me tell you that much. That doctor was phenomenal. And I was so grateful I spent so much time with him because he was a person who didn't know me, who stood on the outside, listened to my stories, and made me make some wise decisions that made me who I am today. So I am grateful I got up off my butt and said, you know what, I need some help. And sitting around here praying to Jesus at that moment, all night long praying, my mother putting all oil on, that didn't work for me. It's never worked for me. So for me, let me stop this thing from the notifications. But for me, I can't do that. Just for me, I felt that prayer didn't work. I was not about to pray away those issues that were going on in my life. That was not going to happen. And so I had to accept the fact that I needed help. And I went and got the help that I needed. I paid for it out of pocket because my insurance at the time did not cover that. And that's another issue because it's so hard to find insurance that will properly cover you for mental health. This was back in the early 90s. Healthcare has changed now and will pay more for mental health therapy. And if you need it, make sure that you have a mental health plan in your healthcare program. We all need to be, let me tell you, if you're black in America, you need to be in some psychiatrist's office talking to some doctor on a regular basis. I am dead ass serious. I don't give a shit what nobody say. We all need it. Every member of my family need to be in some type of group therapy, cousins, uncle, aunts, everybody. But we don't do that. And we criticize and look down on people who do participate in that. I never forget, a lot of my friends went to New Birth Church, and so I used to go out there and tend to see what they saw in this pastor. And Bishop Eddie Long stood in front of that damn church with a little thimble of grape juice. I think they were doing communion or something. I don't know what they call it now. He had a little thin little crepe juice. He said, you don't need a doctor. You don't need a psychiatrist. You don't need no medications. You just need the blood of Jesus. I'm sitting there thinking, nigga, that's a thimble of grape juice in your hand. That ain't the blood of Jesus. I'm thinking, okay, did I just hear this right? This man just said you don't need a doctor. You don't need a psychiatrist. You don't need your medications. That's what that pastor, Bishop Eddie Long, said in front of that church, packed with thousands of people. And I was thinking, okay, now wait a minute. I mean, he said, I kind of looked around, everybody clapping, applauding. I'm thinking, okay, something wrong here. And that explained to me why my friends who attended that church were crazy as motherfucking hell. And that church does not improve even with that new pastor out there. That's a horrible church, like all of them. But anyway, black people have got to start participating in mental health care, psychiatrists, therapists, because this man's suicide did not have to happen. And if you go to a doctor and you don't like that doctor, find another one. If they give you medication and it don't work, has side effects, find another one. And if you're around friends and family members who are not and discouraging you from seeking help and taking your medication, give them the fingers. Tell them niggas, middle fingers up, fuck you, and get the help that you need. I swear to you all, black folks, we destroy each other. We destroy each other. If somebody says they're going to a doctor, I've had people say, well, you don't need to take that blood pressure medicine. You can just take some vinegar and cod liver oil and all that shit. That's not going to control my blood pressure. Something that's been in my family for fucking decades, dumbass niggas. Ooh, they are sick. Y'all, I limit my interactions with black people. I love black folks from a distance because they will destroy you. We look at things through so much ignorance, it don't make no motherfucking sense. Yeah, I know white folks do it too. Yeah, they do, but I don't deal with white folks. They ain't no white folks sitting around over here. That shit. Mainly black folks is who I deal with. So when you're around black people all day, and that's mostly who you deal with, you'd be surprised at the shit that we tell each other. And it doesn't help us. Why would you discourage a man from taking his medications? Whether it's a blood pressure medicine, a psychiatric trophic medication, so whatever, Xanax, whatever it might be, encourage them to take their medication and stay in treatment. Stay in treatment. Keep talking to who you're going to. Keep seeking the help that you need. That's the only way you're going to ever. This man's death, all my friends who committed suicide, acquaintances and people that I knew, didn't have to happen. Didn't have to happen. And I never understood what was going on in these people's mind. But I know depression can be a terrible disease. And if you don't get treatment for depression, and if you're embarrassed about getting treatment for depression, and if you listen to a bunch of fucking ignorant-ass black folks talking about saying, you don't need no treatment, you just need to pray about it. Get in the middle fingers and go about your damn business. I swear to you. Because I've had family members and friends tell me this crazy shit. Now I sit back and look at them like, are they insane? Don't take my blood pressure medicine, which I take every night. I'm thinking, okay. Because I was at a point where I didn't take it listening to these crazy people. But I take my medication because I know it keeps my blood pressure down and it works. You don't need to be on there. Take it back to taking a pill for every day for the rest. Like, wherever I want to live, I'm going to take this damn pill to keep my blood pressure down. And if any of you have a problem with that, middle fingers up, you're ignorant. And you are stupid. And y'all need to shut the fuck up. And let people take their medications. I don't care what it is. Why are you worried about what they taking? Worry about your own damn mental health and health. It's so sad that I see so many black folks who I know don't go to dentists. I had a friend tell me, I ain't been to a dentist in years. I'm thinking, you ain't been to a dentist in years. You get your teeth cleaned? Man, I don't go to no damn dentist. I don't waste my time there. You got to go get your teeth cleaned. That's why, go get your teeth cleaned and take care of your teeth. You only got a few of them. I mean, I stayed in the dentist's office and still got a bunch of teeth missing. I had to have snatched out. I'm still working to get my pitted teeth back in this fall. We'll see what happens. I wanted to get through this whole bodybuilding thing before I start fooling my damn mouth because that would have destroyed everything I was trying to do. So I said, let me put that on hold, concentrate on this. If I'm going to do this, now I can get back to the teeth assignments. A lot of fun drilling my damn mouth. But anyway, I really hate that young man, Tyree Williams, you all can find him He has a couple of videos where he talks about attempting suicide. You know, he tried to commit suicide. Then he finally did it. He actually took a knife and slashed his wrist. You know, so he has a YouTube channel where he talks about this. I'm going to put the links in there. It's just so sad that, you know, after making attempts in the past, he finally did do it. That's crazy, right? He got it right this time. It's like, okay, what happened? You know, we all, if you don't know, you must understand that depression is a disease that can be treated. Depression, suicidal thoughts, harming yourself, those are all mental health issues that you have to seek treatment for. If you find yourself thinking about suicide or harming yourself or doing anything to somebody, you're supposed to be loving yourself. I personally never suffered from depression. I've never considered ever in my entire life attempting to harm myself. But I don't suffer from depression. But if I did suffer from depression, I'll go seek treatment. Now, I have anxiety issues, but my anxiety ain't about no trying to commit suicide. My anxiety is more so in my mind preparing for something like this bodybuilding show. I was able to keep my anxiety under control because every time I would think about it, I just say, let me go to the gym and work out. And that kept everything under control. And I took little Xanax pills as needed. So, I understand depression. And I understand that it can be treated and you must stay in treatment and you got to ignore people around you. If you're surrounded by people who are not positive about the healthcare programs that you are involved in, whether it's for mental health, health, or whatever, you have to distance yourself from those people. Because you don't need those negative naysayers around you as you trying to keep your health in good shape. I've had people say, Walter, you always in the gym working out. Why? Why are you always in the gym? But they suffer from diabetes, uncontrollable high blood pressure, overweight, all kinds of health issues. But you criticize me because I'm going to the gym working out. What's wrong with niggas? I keep my distance. You know, so if you find people who are not positive about the stuff that you're trying to do with your life, get away from them. I don't care if it's your mother, brother, sister, lover, husband, wife. Distance yourself from that. There might be time, that's when divorce is a good damn thing. Because if you're around people who are not encourage you to stay in treatment. I think about this young man here in Atlanta who was shot and killed by this police officer, and they just gave the officer 12 years in prison. The man stopped taking his medications for bipolar treatment that he's being treated for. I'm not sure that there was some side effects to the medication, and he stopped the medication. He probably shouldn't have done that. And he was having an episode, and he was running naked around his apartment complex when this police officer here in Atlanta arrived on the scene, the DeKalb County police officer, and for whatever reason shot this man and killed him. And they just gave that officer 12 years in prison. So that was a tragic event that should never have happened, because first off, this man should never have stopped taking that medication without first consulting his doctors. These medications are causing side effects. And let me tell y'all something. I've said this before in videos. High blood pressure medicine also has severe side effects. So you have to keep taking your medication until you find the right one that works for you. I've had coughing episodes. Like, continue coughing. Doctor, why am I coughing like this? Okay, that's this medicine. Let's put you on something else. You're going to have side effects to any medication. But don't listen to these ignorant ass, dumb ass niggas telling you don't take these medications. Go back to your doctor and get on the right fucking medication. Get them niggas the middle fingers and stay alive. It's just sad. Because I've seen some shit on Facebook, and I see some ignorant ass motherfuckers. And discouraging people from taking blood pressure medicine. They knowing that they need it to stay alive. But unfortunately, this young man here in Atlanta stopped taking his medication and created a problem. And he was having an episode, and unfortunately, that officer shot him dead. And, you know, all this could have been avoided. The police officer said that man has no business shooting this man. This man should not have stopped taking his medication without consulting his doctors. They could have switched him to certain medications. So, I don't know. I don't know what was going on in Tyree Williams' mind. I'm not, I do know he had a bad relationship. There was a lot of stuff happening, but that doesn't, none of this stuff, we've all had bad relationships. Come on now. None of this stuff is worth killing yourself over. he needed to be in treatment. And if the treatment that he was in wasn't working, he should have went to another doctor. That's another thing. Just because if you go to one doctor, you're still not happy with the results, go somewhere else. They got 1 million doctors out there. Go get your help. Now, those of you who want to rely on prayer and Jesus and all that shit, good luck with that. That don't work for everybody. Meditation and prayer did not work for me at all for nothing. But, you know, if somebody gets some benefit from it, then, you know, I'm not going to knock it to it, but you still need to take your medications and seek the help that you need to get. So, anyway, I just wanted to talk about that young man's death because I thought it was tragic and possibly avoidable. He was having some issues, and he was definitely screaming about his problems on Facebook over the past few years because I read these comments, I read the posts and videos that he was saying. He was letting people know there's an issue here. And I just wonder, what kind of support did he have from his family members and friends in seeking treatment and staying in treatment and getting help that he needed because he needed it? At one point, this man had even started doing porn, and I was like, what, is he doing porn? And I knew something, I said, okay, why is this man doing porn? And I just kind of brushed to the side like, okay, what did I just see? He started doing porn in the past year. I'm thinking, something right with this. And to wake up and hear his tragic death last week was shocking to me and sad. And it just didn't have to happen. Because there were some things going on in this man's life, obviously, that was creating a whole lot of confusion in his mind that possibly could have been dealt with and fixed, and he wouldn't have had that issue. I've never considered harming myself, harming other people, but I'm not going to harm me. I'm not about to slit my wrist or take a bunch of pills. Hell, fucking no. Like I said, I don't suffer from depression, but I do recognize what it is. I know people who do suffer from it, and I read. You know, so sometimes we kind of look at suicide in ignorance because we don't understand it. Why do you do that? Why would such a person? Then you dig deeper, you begin to see that these problems mentally this person was having for a long time, and had they really got the right treatment, they would have survived and been much better. But they'd be alive today. And like I said, over the years, I've lost a lot of friends who had some attractive people that you thought, wow. And they said this person committed suicide. You'd be like, well, literally, you're in shock because you're like, well, because we never saw the depression. You know, back then there was no YouTube or Facebook or Instagram, none of that stuff. So we never saw somebody screaming for help. And over the years, and so many people that I know here in Atlanta have committed suicide, and I have just sat back in shock. These have all been black men, gay and straight. There was a very attractive guy that used to go to my gym. He was married, wife and kids. For some reason, killed himself. No one understood what was going on in his head. But he never went and sought treatment or got help for the problems that mentally that he was having. You know, so, and he had a successful career, beautiful wife. He was a handsome, beautiful kids, wonderful life. So we don't know what's going on in a person's mind. Like the woman who just a few weeks ago who killed herself and her 2 kids. People kept saying, oh, I think something different happened. Nothing different happened there. She killed herself and she killed her 2 kids. She shot and killed her 2 kids and then she shot herself. But we have to understand, black people are not invincible. We do have suicidal thoughts and we do go through on suicide too. So it's sad that this... But anyway, that's what I wanted to say about that. Today is Monday, November 4th. The year is 2019. I was rest up today. I wasn't going to the gym. Forget that mess. I'm still so tired, so I'm going to sit here and give me some rest. I'm going to eat some breakfast, just put a little food in my stomach and try to get back to normal. If you like my videos, click like, share them with family members and friends. I look forward to reading you all's comments. I'm going to post a few pictures and videos of me at the competition as I get more stuff I post. Like I said, I came in 5th. I did it. I mean, shit, that was some tough competition in that place. Anyway, I'm out of here and enjoy your Monday.